Клим Саныч, добрый день.
Добрый день, всем привет.
Oh. Interesting one. I was talking to myself with my microphone muted, which is unpleasant. Okay, so we are waiting for bands. And probably for some other players, I can guess. War of Justice, E-Day, and New Dawn. Kinda difficult for me to find some kind of pattern here. So I think we'll just wait. Unfortunately, I haven't prepared any, you know, beautiful icons for maps for this tournament yet. I'll probably do it later. No plankton. That's not surprising. Still don't see a pattern here. Let us wait. We still have drastic measures, Chelisic in the desert, dry heart, erosion, frozen waters, new horizon, the last port, toxic waters, and war for gold. Yeah, and the war for gold. I don't know what to expect from this game, because on paper, before the start of the tournament, for me it seemed like the Wolf's team, the three in the boat, to say nothing of the Wolf, is the weakest probably, but everything now is really twisted up. With all of those changes and new strategies, and even after the limits which were implemented and after the tournament restart. So I'm not sure right now what to expect here. So we see bans of War for Gold, Last Port, and Erosion. Mhm. Well, I don't see any direct logic in those bans, so we'll just wait. Probably they have some idea. Probably not. We do have Toxic Waters, New Horizon, a Dry Heart, and, well, Drastic Measures. Probably that's it. Замен только из пула замен нет. Где найдете, предложите, скажите, как что за кандидатура, если все согласны будут. Ну, блядь, я думаю, что с заменой Олега согласится кто угодно. Ну, типа, это не станет сильнее. Так что проблем быть не должно. Даже если в 3-3 какой-нибудь там будет. Или что-то на уровне. Okay, so Frozen Waters is banned. What else? Let's just wait. Try hard. Toxic, New Horizon. Drastic. And now Team Ghoul will choose from Toxic Waters or New Horizon. Well, they still don't know what to choose. Well, in my opinion, those two maps, which remained, they are quite the opposite. I mean, New Horizon, well, at least previously, New Horizon was more like a campy map with not that big amount of resources, but which was quite comfortable for building. While Toxic, well, you won't say that I haven't downloaded this map myself, okay. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, while Toxic Waters was more aggressive map. But now I'm not sure how things are working. The problem is that I haven't checked the maps myself, so I just relied on Reader here. And I hope that everything is fine. The thing is, if you probably missed all of Happen stuff, there is a decision to block any trades to gold and gold ore during the peacetime, because it just breaks the whole game mode, unfortunately. So, in order to prevent this, we decided to just add a script and ban those possibility. But you still can trade after peacetime end, so you can, for example, get your infinite gold in case if you run out of your gold, which is initially on location, or probably use it for some market economy. So you still have such opportunity, but you can start doing that only after peacetime end. Well, this map is, on the one hand, it's quite well defended, with narrow passages and some narrow battlefields. But on the other hand, in terms of rush, it's not that easy to protect those locations. And I just wonder how powerful rushes can be here right now after the changes. And I am sure that some extra idea is in Team Ghoul's possession. I mean, Ghoul, Igor, Bara, and Nikolai. I'm sure that Ghoul practiced a lot of Town Hall strategies, so that wouldn't be a problem for him to play anything without timber trades before peacetime end, but he can just use it after peacetime end. Hello, Harry. And yeah, I have no idea what Team Wolf, I mean, Green about prepared for this. I just have no idea, so let us just wait and see. That can be anything, literally. There is a lot of stuff to analyze after all, about Town Hall and game modes and so on. Seems like with Town Hall and both market presence, it's impossible to play this game mode anymore without any dynamic scripts. It was possible in 6.7.20. Because it's too short production length for gold and too cheap costs for all the ores, both iron and gold, but for iron you need longer production chain, so you can't really abuse that, unlike gold ore. So yeah, that's a problem. The gamble is open, guys, so if you probably... Oh, that's a big bet on Team Ghoul. Okay, so if you believe in free in the boat, is shield trades still allowed? Every trades are allowed after peacetime. And before peacetime end, you can trade anything but except gold ore and gold. During peacetime, you are not allowed to trade anything by script. You just cannot do it technically, if everything works correctly, I hope. After that, you can do whatever you want. So yeah, shields are still an option. And timbers and so on. Well, actually, that shit which broke the mode was actually food trades, not even timbers. Timbers are still powerful and annoying, and I really think that they should be nerfed for the whole game, not only for 35 but for 60, for any other game mode. But that's not so game breaking as all-in food trades. It seems like teams are almost ready to finally start this game. Market economy 1 after peacetime end. Because, well, that shit is broken for 35, unfortunately. I mean, probably if you some day ago you tried to play zero peacetime, you probably guessed that market is broken, is actually a broken building for such thing. The same actually stands for 35 in beta, unfortunately. Combination of town hall and market is completely broken. As it appeared, as some teams and players prepared some Russia strategies. Does anyone play zero peacetime? I haven't seen any recently. There were some tries in the past. But of course it's just for memes, obviously. It's not only difficult to make it balanced, it's just difficult to make it interesting, because you just have a lot of militias at the beginning and nothing more. So something should be added on the map, like a small town or some troops or something with towers, something like that, but no one actually wants that. And that's it. People usually play what they want. Don't play this match. Unfortunately, Lyoha doesn't participate in this tournament. Maybe unfortunate, maybe fortunate. Just a fact. Hey guys, don't be surprised if I act too toxic, because I actually really toxic right now. I just ran out of free topics. Don't know what to say. Some pin issues, it seems, for Elf. Not a nice thing, I must say. Should be fixed probably, somehow. Because that can affect the game. One, two, three, 7? 7? There must be a sign. Yeah, 7. English, not the player class. Yeah, I understand. That's for them, because they usually play, you know, from the one flat, and they share the common issues with ping sometimes. Especially, I guess, when they use it at the same time. Some internet connection or something like that. Okay, so we see a new horizon. Well, if I look at this map with my old-fashioned eyes, I can see probably 8 similar locations, which are quite well protected. For example, narrow passage here, and to go somewhere here, you should face the enemy army. The problem is that despite the fronts are really protected, if you face some kind of rush, you can do nothing but retreat, and when you retreat, you go to some kind of open space when you have no chances against those rushes. So I just don't know what teams prepared, if they did, to this match. The only thing I can say right now is that I just don't understand anything in this game anymore. Well, probably I should pay some attention for coal and gold location, but okay, this is probably less comfortable than the others. And this is quite far, but still okay. Which means that probably some kind of a town hall only strategies would be avoided here. This is comfortable. Well, let me count. So this, okay, this is quite good. Quite good, not comfortable, but well, if I build, for example, 4 quarries here plus woodcutter here, it's not that bad. And this is great. This is great. This is so-so. And this is not that bad. This probably except the fact that you should go to the gold and getting nothing else, maybe except this wood, but yep. And as for default, they are quite similar, all of those locations. Maybe I will find something interesting for myself. Interesting thing that after this tournament hasn't really started, but I have more suggestions about and conclusions about balance than after the whole 60% time tournament. Because after that tournament for 60 piece time, everything seemed fine for me. Well, actually, with some team, you can choose this line of protection. Need balance. Need balance and no use of Town Hall. Well, you will never know about the condition and state of Town Hall if you don't use it at all. So that must have happened, I don't know, someday at least. It cannot be avoided forever. And Town Hall itself for me doesn't seem broken. Town Hall is pretty okay, maybe a little bit, but that's questionable and it depends on location. Just the market. Yeah, that was the first conclusion and well, probably my initial opinion for which I have for probably 7 years or something like that. That Town Hall is fine and market is broken. But now I'm not that sure actually, because Town Hall itself is sometimes also can be a problem. But I mean only for 35, and I mean, for example, for some situations when you have 3 or even more gold mines in a row. Because when you, for example, have only 2 closely located and third is quite far, I think it's more than okay. More gold for Barbarian. I don't like this this one decision. I just don't like it. I have some reasons, but it's probably too long story to tell, and you know, in not my native language without preparation might be difficult. I mean, if you have some issues with golden economy, which can be built with market or some other stuff, it's not about units to be too powerful. It's about economic structure, economic model is being too powerful. Because it's not supposed to, by the map, to have, for example, 8 gold metallurgists here. It's supposed to have 3 or 4 for free gold mines, not 8. But market makes it possible to make 8 and even more, making that really powerful. And in case if you have, for example, 3 gold mines, as you can see here, you just cannot, without market, you just cannot make such economy which would allow you to spam barbarians like crazy. It's just not possible. With 3 it's kind of low income, and unlike iron, for example, you also need gold for citizens or for recruits. You still need it. That's why I personally really don't want to increase barbarians' cost, because without market they are pretty average and map or location dependent. You probably want, for example, 5 gold mines to really spam barbarians. Not even spam, just for them to be competitive to, for example, 3 iron mines. Well, some talks after. We skipped 10 minutes of this game. What can we see? 4. Interesting that 4 woodcutters in a row here without moving the area of their work. Which is quite interesting, because I'm not sure that those woodcutters can actually cut those trees, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, he cannot, and he as well. So the same picture stands here. He should move it one day. Probably he will. So, as you probably know, this tournament was made with a draft system when we have 2 captains here, Ghoul and Volk, accordingly, and they drafted team for themselves. So, well, Classic, he's a decent player, you know, but as he said, he hasn't prepared for this tournament like at all, so he is building something what he can do it. Well, Igor is, well, quite an old player. known player, but not of a high skill. But just probably he will show us something. And the elf is just more like a beginner, so to say. But for now, everything seems fine in her city. I cannot say anything. I guess everything goes to some standard pattern of the game. Probably this one is not that standard, as Igor is trying to make two in a row really early Iron Mines. We'll see what he will get after that. Oh, Nikolai already has one Iron Mine, but I don't see Iron Smithy. So it's just Iron Mine probably for storing, because his storehouse is completely open. And yeah, there is no sense in Iron Smithy, as he doesn't have any coal mines. Not for Barra here. Yes, as I know, Barra increased his skill. Igor does it. Well, I'm not that sure. He's going to catch all of those, yeah, with the movement of zones. He should be fine, I don't know. That probably was too fast, and I see no tree trunks in the sawmill, and that's not a big stock of timbers on his storehouse, but... Well, yeah, actually he is really below compared to all the other players. So yeah, the second sawmill is a must in such conditions, so that's a good decision. That's a good decision. So no town hall. Well, something here is possible, as he is going to make 2 in a row. That's a nice timing, and unlike Igor, Volk already has 3 coal mines. But well, I'm not really pleased with his woodcutter's placement, as well, as he has cut off all his the whole bottom forests, and this one is ready only now. So some issues are possible here. Not now, but in the future. Seems like we'll see 8 default strategies here without... Well, yeah, because teams probably... Oof. Yeah, I wanted to say that teams probably... weren't in time to prepare all, like, some extra strategies in changed conditions, so probably they decided just to play default, as some market abuses are not possible anymore. But yeah, just look at this coal mine's position. That's unpleasant. Well, as an that should work, I must say, but it seems so not right, you know. No pre-build, it seems, unfortunately. Well, this might be a problem. So he would better add the second metallurgist. It doesn't have the second sawmill. Yeah, but she's going to make it, and she has a lot of timbers. That might be because the amount of buildings she has is not that big compared to Ghoul or Volk, but yeah, what about Nikolai actually? Something is not right here. Probably some traffic issues, but the overall amount of building is not that satisfying. Yeah, kinda interesting situation to have 6 woodcutters and only 1 sawmill, while having enough timbers. But that's an illusion, I must say. -6 here, -4 here, 4 here, 3 here, and you have no stock anymore. And okay, stone is delivered here. That's great. Quite an early weapon workshop. I know that Ghoul really likes it. Building one really early weapon workshop and have some extra access by peacetime end. We'll see. Sometimes it's just not enough timbers to do that. One would probably prefer to make iron production faster. What about Igor? So there is no town hall after all. It's just 2 gold mines here. And stone delivery and some traffic issues as well here. Yeah, but the Volk faced the same as you predicted for Igor here. He decided to rush for his iron production without reaching his top forest. As a result, no timbers, no coal mines, it's quite late, and his weaponsmithy just doesn't work. And here we can see, well, 2 iron armors. Yeah, that's funny, but still no lost citizens. How are you, dude? You... well... still bearable, still bearable. And you... well... the same picture. And you... even better. And you... even better. Yeah, this position of... inn... is unpleasant. Just imagine what is going to be here right now. Well, I don't have, you know, the attention mark that there is some sexual content on my stream, so I should probably avoid showing this on the stream and switch to something. I see a late game-oriented building, guys. That's farm. Yesterday I would say that inn is a late-oriented building, but for now it's probably farm. Oh. An early weapons workshop as well, but here is a nuance. Sometimes I just like how the citizens move their head when they are idle. Quite an early tower. They, well, probably he does expect some aggression from the opponent. Because I think you couldn't really imagine building a tower on, like, when you have 10 minutes before peacetime end. Previously, you just couldn't expect this, but as you can see, His plan is probably to protect this passage, to block it with towers completely. Or, I don't know. What about warfare? Surprisingly, Igor is above everyone right now. Well, not that surprisingly, as he managed to cope with his wooden issues. Well, this barracks placement is definitely something. I mean, on the one hand, it is protected in case of attacks to your city. On the other hand, it makes your intelligence, I mean, some map revealing. It makes this location makes it really bad. And as they don't have a town hall at all, so we'll not see any vagabonds here for revealing. So yeah, good old default here. It seems so. Actually, he even ordered to remove, so to say, food, but they wouldn't do it. Well, kinda smart, I must say, after all. But, well, there is a miscalculation, as you can see. Well, you can kick out citizen from the building right now, so he will be idle and waiting in front of the inn, but that requires some micromanagement and attention. What about Nikolai? I don't see any. Oh, okay. But he is quite greedy, as you can see. He is going to make 2+1 on peacetime for crossbows. What? And so he will probably switch to 2+2 after all. But to do that, he needs some extra coal mines. I mean, 3 coal mines. He has 7, so he needs 10 to make it. Otherwise, why? Oh, yep. That's unfortunate, as you can see. Maybe he will notice it later on. Something is not right here for Bara and his timbers. Let me check this out. And I don't know what is happening here. I mean the graphs for some reason. So there are 3 sawmills, no axis still, but for some reason there is no timbers. What about buildings? Yeah, they just vanished. Quite an average amount. Something went wrong here. Probably because all of the... Maybe because of this, maybe. As you can see, those are popular strategies, as you can see, 2 for planting, but that might be too much, don't you think, guys? 3 for plant only, that might be a problem, you know? Because right now, she has a lot of grown trees, which are waiting to be cut, but they just cannot, because only 3 of your 6 woodcutters are actually cutting. And that's why she doesn't have any tree trunks and your sawmills are idle. And no trees. Yeah, that's a mistake. That's for sure a mistake. Hello. Yup. Buba. Low Buba. Yeah, there should be some advice, because probably some of your team members just advised, because this is a new meta, you know, to make, for example, 3 woodcutters, 1 for only planting and 2 others with the default plan and fail mode. But it might be really helpful and efficient in some narrow spaces. But this is not a narrow space, and that's too much. That's too much. Well, as we can see, something like a Ghoul default, we can really rely on those statistics. And according to this, everything is as expected. 2 players are strong, 2 for both teams, and 2 are not that strong. What about some, well, we can just hear some late game potential. For example, farm is a good building for late game potential, and Nikolai here is in a good spot with his early farm, and already he already has his corn ready. And as we can see, only 2 players on the map by this moment, only 2 players have farms. And the second is Volk without a who is he actually? He's a peasant or who? He's a farmer. Well, that's logical. Without farmer and fields in front of it. Classic is going to build 1, Igor is going to build 1. This is... this sucks, guys. Don't you think? Like, this is wrong on so many levels. That's a building letting only 1 tile in front of storehouse. This is a farm without no possibility of adding the second one here. Oh my goodness. Nah. 'Yeah, traffic is a thing, guys. Warfare. But after all, it's quite a decent warfare for all the players, maybe except Bara. And even here, Elf has quite a lot, but what about her gold? She probably requires the 3rd gold mine already. And someone should really tell her, you woodcutter cannot find any free place to plant a tree. You know, something is wrong in this case, because she's got a notification about that. And yeah, because of all of that, this location probably requires a lot of free space management, you know? Because if you plant everything with your trees, you have literally no free space for further economy development. But okay, what do we see here? The peacetime is over. $54 here for Yegor. But but not exactly so. No recruits, ladies and gentlemen. That's probably because of traffic, as you can see. Or maybe late second school. He keeps his secret strategy hidden. Well, as we can see, we have 4 defaults here, so nothing is revealed here. Probably because they are sure that they will, because they are confident that they are going to win this even with defaults. I'm not sure. For now, game seems even. It's all about the perspectives. But I'm not sure that Bar and Nikolai are better in late game building than Igor. Well, probably better than Elf, but don't have a lot of experience. I don't know a lot. I don't have a lot of information about her games actually. But yeah, farms are quite late, but the same goes here for Igor. What about fishers? Only one fisher here. All of those guys, if this game is going to be long, all of those will suffer from hunger here. One swordsman. Dude, what are you doing here? What about towers, by the way? So he is going to make some here to protect his front. Yeah, so that's more like a late-oriented towers, and here Ghoul just decided to build tower 10 minutes before peacetime and just to add the second one later on without any further idea. But 3 weapon workshops already, which probably are not supported by the 4th sawmill, and 2 extra. Yes, he's going to support it with those 2, but actually I would prefer to make a 4th sawmill instead first, and only then add 2 extra woodcutters, because as you can see his sawmills are full with tree trunks. So okay, here's some army reveal. Igor is really confident in himself. What is he doing? Still trying to push because he's not alone. He is alongside Nikolai here, so some help is required for him. He has a lot of recruits, but for some reason his towers are empty, so he needs some help. So his teammates are coming to him. Well, that's so unfortunate. Oh. Okay, one is here, is working. 1 stone hit. 2 out of 3. Boom. 3. And all of those are pikes. Yeah, 3 out of 5. Well, still decent, okay. Igor is coming to help, and that can mean 2 really different things here. Luckily for him, I mean for Classic, they don't have so many militias, so they cannot really damage economy right now. 1 pikeman is doing that stuff here, so yeah, some micro-control issues are still possible, but let us see here. There is some catch, those are almost uncontrollable, but what is this? Oh! Okay, so those guys are really might be a game changer here. What about this swordsman? Where is he? Probably this is him. Yeah, some pings just how to save all of those stuff. Well, that attack is not that successful here, while, as we can see here, Bara and the Ghoul decided to push Volk, who is alone right now, as 2 players decided to move to the top. And actually they succeeded in beating that army, because they lost all of those spikes made by Igor, and a lot of X-bows made by Nikolai, killing something like 15 serfs in Classic's town. But here Volk is under attack, so guys from the top should flee, should be hurry up, well, either to enemy's town or to save Volk. And I would probably prefer to save Volk here, because Volk is quite good here, and Igor's and the Volk's town are under attack. They are under threat of being attacked, so to say. They have a lot of melee stuff here, so it's difficult to fight on open space. That's why Volk is doomed here. He tries to trade as much as possible, but actually he should flee with his X-bows probably in 5 seconds. Igor is going with some militia to help, and all of those. Probably it's some miscommunication here, because they shouldn't go here immediately, but because instead of this they tried to chase Igor for some reason. Let us see. But, well, there is some X-bows and some militia, unless Igor feed them, but no. Well, okay. I don't know why he decided to actually push here. So, some towers here are ready, this is unprotected, but they don't see it, and they cannot. Bara lost 2 pikes. Well, I like this festival already, guys. Let me check the graphs. Yep, they did have the advantage. But those attacks were not great. Put on the clown music. Actually, I don't want to any of those music to be put because sometimes Twitch can mute this fragment on the recording, and I want to post the recording later on YouTube. And I didn't press the button to record it on my own personal computer. I just imported it from Twitch. Yeah, but you can, for example, throw some metal pipes. Yeah, I'm not against it. So, Ghoul decided to trade his spikes as expensive as it even possible with killing some citizens and gaining some extra information. Not that much though, but it's always pleasant to see the enemies in. Just to make any conclusions and decisions relying on the, you know, the status of the enemy city, society level and so on. But yeah, speaking like in fighting terms, that wasn't worth it. Let us see. So they lost 27 here and 8 here, and 3, I suppose Igor lost it because of his late in. Hello, class. Okay, as class came in, I should probably turn those options off because, you know, because of the reasons I mentioned before. Some copyright shit. Yeah. So, sorry class, no beer and circus today for official games.
Тихо, здоровяк, тихо.
Okay, what do we see now? That's a kind of parity. No, nothing. There was a phrase in Russian. Exactly which you pressed. Something surprisingly attracted here in such a view, don't you think, guys? The city of Golodovsk is incoming for all the players on this map. And here we can see a market. So yeah, Igor tried to guess, as he did have a lot of free access, so he decided just to trade them, and that's a good decision because he doesn't have enough gold. So he's going to make the third gold mine and metallurgist only now. Classic is fine after some damage done to his economy, as he has quite plenty of extra gold for such purposes, and free metallurgist and, of course, gold mines. Some farms here. What about Fisher? Where is his Fisher? No fishes? No fishes. Probably because the Fisher house was destroyed. At least the plan. And he forgot to make one. Bara also doesn't have any fishers, and Igor. Okay, Igor probably know about it. Probably knows. a lot of Xbox here. Some kind of a positional game is coming to be. Elf might be not in a good spot, and yep, just look what is going to be. Igor decided to push on the top, making classic retreat. That's a lot of pikes. I mean 17. Two plus 2 is ready, but no order in her weaponsmithy. That's unfortunate. Probably she will notice later. Some pings for Folk. What about Ghoul's team? Okay. Difficult to shoot out against Classic, I must say. The same goes here, but without any visible success. Cool. Probably he decided to fire, yeah, some builders. Oh. Or it was Volk who actually decided to fire them. I don't know. Okay, some more information, some dead builders. I suspect that they are dead and not fired. Some kind of a counter attack from those sneaky passages. But, well, Igor is the only one who didn't protect his secret passage. And that's probably an important thing, guys, to protect your secret passage. This beer is more interesting to watch. Well, that's not even beer. And of course, everything would be more interesting compared to those market rushes. That's, you know, the obvious thing. I must say that Nicola and Igor here on the top, they look really more frightening compared to Classic and Elf here. So they do need some support from the bottom. The thing is that they probably doesn't have it. Some pikes here at Militias, I mean 14 units can make a favor, do a favor for the right team, and still no order here in weaponsmithy. Oh, no, not enough recruits here for Volk, or too many X's, but I would probably believe in the first my first thought. So he's going to trade some extra access for something. For example, maybe horses, but I don't see any swords and shields, so it's unlikely. That's unlikely. What about their vision? Because maybe I'm wrong. So the game is on Igor's shoulders. And when the game is on Igor's shoulders, something always might go wrong. But as far as I can see, this X-Bow pack is a huge threat to any setup in those in this battlefield with those narrow passages. Which means that probably they should send something to help the top, but top managed somehow to frighten the opponents. Okay. Why they are standing and not finishing the game? Because that's difficult to push this passage. They must move somehow. But that's difficult on this map, to be honest. They tried and they failed, so now they don't want to. Not enough recruits here for Nikolai. And some citizens are missing. "45 militia and 41 here." Dota is not only about negative emotions, and to be honest, almost everything can be more positive than recent Knights and Merchants discussions about this tournament. So that's not a big surprise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drunken towers. Okay, those are fine, those are probably drunken. Okay, this one is the new. So he should fix his issues as soon as possible, because as you can see, 12 iron units, that's a lot. Town hall. Sometimes I think that people make town hall on such timing just, you know, as you probably can make a market and trade for access here for a horse. Something similar seems to be here. What about swine farms? So one swine farm here for Nikolai, and this is this one is empty. And for Bara, so all of those for the left team. No stables. A lot of farms are going to be added. Some pings here to do something. They can. They are going to catch. They are all pinning on that and -2, but she is retreating, which is not that bad. She decided for some reason to. Why? That was bad because she just decided to attack under all of those X-bows, and which is bad. But that's a bad trade. But she should kill all of those militias, and she will be in time to retreat. Just Igor shouldn't follow. She has all the possibilities to retreat. She can, and she do. She does. Sorry. Yeah, so that was probably a value trade for the left team, but no deaths, really? Okay. Yeah, everything is fine. This map is quite campy. Those could do some messy stuff, but they are going to in the wrong direction. And yeah, going to this passage, guys, will give you nothing. I am sure. Okay, some kind of a reverse-like shootout is going to be here. Ghoul is going to push Barras to... Well, that's a difference, you know? Twice the lead of in terms of X-bows. But probably some extra militias and melees can do a difference here. So they are pinning to do stuff. Pikes are coming in. Yeah, that's a huge lack of powerful infantry here for the right team. But X-bows are standing, and the best he can do it is to save them. But actually he doesn't think about saving. He's continues shooting and just trying to kill all of those pikes, and he will succeed in it, because this pack is difficult to kill in melee, especially in front. There is some kind of a trade of X-bows, like reverse core. A lot of militias here for Bara, but they're stuck, bro, and stuck in those mountains. Please save me. Something is going to be on top as well. Guys from the left deciding to push, charging here for Yegor for some reason. Okay, I mean, right team don't have any X-bows here, so it's probably a good decision. Pikes are coming in, killing all of those militias. It's a huge sword spec. Oh my goodness. Notice it's only one. They're pinning on them, trying to kill them because they want Nikolai to focus this pack. And probably they will succeed. But a lot of pikes here alive for Elf. Those are chilling. So what is we can see here? X-bows are fleeing, but they would probably not succeed in pushing further. Well, they still can. Okay, that was storehouse. Some militias here for Volk. He's going to release them. And here, as far as I can see, guys from the right team, I mean Classic and Elf, are going to punish that push here, as they have a lot of live infantry, and Swordmen here are surprisingly good, because they, like Barbarians, they have a critical mass, and Crossbowmen, well, they didn't kill them. So, what do we see here? So they zoned those X-bows to Igor's town, decided to push to bottom to Volk, but Barrett decided to choose this route through the towers and X-bows, so he will lose a lot of his militias and go back. Yeah, Igor is trying to kite, and actually that's not bad kiting. Well, okay, he lost one. What is going to be here? Igor is pinged. Maybe even punked. No, not this time, guys. 3 X-bows here. What are they doing? They're killing stuff. And okay, so that was a smart move to empty those towers to save 3 X-bow. That's a pretty smart move, I must say. Okay. Some kind of a retreat. Okay, game is chilly once again. It's quite an even trade of army, after all. Classic is going to charge and to catch those militias at any cost. Another charge here. And by Igor as well, so he managed, but he decided to divide his troops, and still no catch here. Okay, he got 9 militias, which is a decent catch. I think that's okay. Without any losses. And extra 4. Okay. Why no? Why not? Without losses as well. Well, it seems so. Yeah, that was some kind of attack here, which I missed. And something is going to be here as well, but with no perspectives. Yeah, his economy is damaged. Stables, so yeah, that's a respectful decision. The only stables on the map. Yeah, but their opponents already has 2 tanneries. So leather troops are going to appear on the battlefield. But with only... how many? 2. Okay, 2 is not that bad. Really? Well, do you understand, guys, that Nikolai is going to make his animal breeders only right now. I mentioned that his swine farm was empty like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, that's really not pleasant as Magic has a tannery, but doors are empty. Oh, what about that? Citizens? Nothing really scary. Those are likely to be builders here. 5 lost for L. Just going in her town. So yeah, she managed to build the 2+2 economy finally an order here, but and even 3 weapon workshops, but no third metallurgist. Some issues with coal, obviously, because she... Well, it's better to add 2 more, but the thing is that she probably can't do that. Well, only this one. Yep, and this one is fresh and empty. So not enough coal for her. Which leads to some gold issues here, as you can see. Or just those were just small, slow clicks on school orders. Okay, this game is not going to finish that soon, and I must say on this game stage that this map actually has not great amount of resources. Only 200 gold and something like that for iron, and not that great amount of coal. So if this game will go okay, like 20 minutes longer, there might be some really huge problems for those who doesn't have market and market economy. A lot of pikes here for Ghoul, which should cope with those militias, those protectors, but X-bows are a thing here as well, because it's like 10 versus 2. Some reinforcements here, yeah, and they are going to die, so he splitted his militias to turn it into his favor, but now it's not in his favor, but overall it still in Volk's favor, all of those bridge battles, as he saved his iron units crossbowmen. Something is going to be on the middle. Igor is losing his... Oh no! Igor! He's fleeing, yeah. Here's some kind of a fight, but there are too many crossbowmen, so no chance to kill them. She's trying to run. And yeah, they missed that attack on the top, and they are probably in a bad spot here. Just don't pin, just let them kill. Well, they're alive, but so many X-bows for the top. And Volk managed to defend himself, but what to do now? With all that army lost? Yeah, that's huge one. And I missed the beginning of that, which is extra sad. I should rewatch this later on. Well, the positive thing for the right team is that the advantage of the left team is mostly X-bows.
Проебали.
And X-bows are not great in pushing, which means that they can be defended. How many? Excuse me. Excuse me. Well, there can be a town hall built actually with such big stock. Or just use it for trading, I don't know, because you know, the situation is it's close to be a GG one, so he has 2 knights. You wanna do something with those, but he definitely needs maybe 5 at least to cope with those X-bow packs efficiently. So Volk is coming, he's pulling his whole army to the top, while Ghoul, looking at this, is going to push this one passage once again. And this time that might be problematic without all of those X-bows on the He probably doesn't know. Or he ignores it, but that's strange thing to ignore it. You know, I see a suspicious connection here. That might be trash, because you see this? Guys, do you see this color? That's not Ghoul, that's trash actually playing here. With all of those sneaky invasions. Volk is the fake player, yeah, that's a violation of law, so disqualification, guys. Yeah, Volk is trying to counterattack here somehow. Yeah, that's a lot of X-bows, and as you can see, you have so many iron units, but you cannot push because some guys, like some homeless people, sorry, don't want to offend any homeless people, just chasing you and making you flee. Horses here do some stuff of micro control. He tried, but he cannot. He's still living, and that's the most important thing. But I cannot say the same about Volk here. He's beating on her pikes, but they are probably dead, at least half of them. But overall, yeah, they suffer with control, I understand. So they just pin like crazy to save. The thing is, okay, he retreated because he see a lot of militias. Well, that's a lot of militias, but I think pikes could cope with them in some kind of a narrow fight, and there is only 3 X-bows, but he decided not to do that. Okay. Here's the feature. Lack of micro control, Ghoul. Lack of micro control. Okay, but you know. You know what is advantage of a citizen? You know, if compared to a ranged unit, citizen has 2 HP. Everything is fine here for Classic. He is more than alive. He managed to defend himself somehow. I missed that part because I don't know how exactly. But that's all. Everything is about their advantage of X-bows. They had by far more X-bows and they lost it somehow. Because that's not as a result of gunplay, that's just they died by militias and knights maybe. Some swords. He needs some swords. And coal and all other stuff, and move the coal mines. And yeah, he decided to melt all of his gold and store it on storehouse just to make us stock. Imagine this be ruined. They are still trying to push here. Well, still some kind of advantage here. Still once again push, but that's mech. Let's just watch on the main front here. That's some kind of a sandwich here. Classic is going to attack from behind. This is a catch. That's a good catch for Bara, of course. But a lot of pikes here. They can do some stuff if they push here, but they decided to protect. Yeah, that's exactly what she being dead. Oh, Holero! Maybe not Holero, but okay. What's here? Volk is going with his response, but a little bit too late. But everything is fine. X-bows are standing, so pikes are trying to do some stuff, but they are doomed. They will die soon. Oh, just look at those X-bows. They are in such a awful position. This knight is managed to survive somehow because I suppose because of help of militias. So, but they're still alive. Bara with 3 vagabonds out of nowhere. But how to save your X-bows here? No way. No way. They are already dead. Most of them. And that's a comeback once again. Well, I cannot say what about maybe this. You can see barracks here. Enjoy. Lack of recruits here, lack of swords here, but some militias are possible to actually babam. But okay, that's not informative because of towers. So whatever. Their opinion on killing those, but they decide. Where are they going? Wait. Kill those. He decided to abandon them. One extra knight. Which one? This one was traded. As the only stable here is still for Volk, but I haven't seen any knights made for by Volk here. Still some gold issues in his town. The problem is, as you can see, that that time is as nigh. I mean, do you see this and this? Okay, this is probably still fine, but they are going to be empty. And in this case, you want to make a market economy with trading some extra stuff. Usually that's some kind of a wooden production. Usually weapons, but if you manage to reach armory workshops, and he probably did, and yeah, he's going to make those. Wooden shields, for example, they are quite efficient in terms of trading when you have limited amount of resources and you don't care about tempo and all of those that stuff. Yeah, Wise Man decided to make all of his coal mines with gaps, and that's why he has no issues with that, unlike Yegor, because Yegor is in a huge trouble. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are empty. Which is bad. Something the same comes here from Classic, but only 2 right now. And the city of Golodovsk, you can see here. A lot of stored iron and iron ore, and no coal, and hunger, and I suppose, where is his market? So, but he decided to trade 2 horses. Yeah, well, those horses carried the game, I must say, but probably now it's time for some sausages. The same here stands for elf, and it's not only about the amount of food, but the absence of second in, I wanted to say, but okay. Okay. Winery for Igor. Yeah, this game is becoming interesting, so wines for fun. Okay, let's start with this one. How many players have market? So, 6 out of 8. Bara doesn't have market because he doesn't need it. He's smart. Maybe. Well, after all this, coal mine placement is not that bad, as you can see. Those are still working. The really not pleasant thing here is this gap and the absence of possibility of making them lower. Everything else is fine. Let me check the barracks of all players. And the thing is, in such conditions, you probably don't want to click another button of equipping all of your militias. You probably want to transform them into something better. You know, literally, Knights and Merchants is like playing Zergs in StarCraft. You just click some kind of evolution with all of those. Well, you need a long production chain to do that, and you can evolve your militia into some leather oriented. For example, bowmen or axemen. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I don't mind axes, but iron is problematic. But coal mines are okay, still. That will be interesting to see. Slight advantage is still for the lefty. I'm surprised that we can see so many, you know, let's call them red wars on the bottom, and no such thing at top it completely, no such thing here. Or it was previously. Don't know, but classic don't want to do that at all. How many farms are all the players? 6, 6, 5, 6, 3, 5, 6. Oh, 13, they're equal. That's by far too many farm fields here. And this probably should be a farm and not a mill. Oh no. Economical damage. Attention please. Economical damage. The fisherman is dead. Long live the fisherman? Oh my god. Ooh. Want. Is there any drama nowadays? Come on, Thunder, don't you remind me this shit, please. Actually, some bowmen here for Bara. But now we see quite an interesting and healthy 35 PT gaming, so whatever. They're coming to push classic, and yeah, yeah. Well, according to the army power graph, well, yeah, for now they're going more powerful. They gained this power once again, and they're trying to they managed again to gain some advantage, but now they want to utilize it, so to say, with well, with better execution. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No way. Yeah. Actually, I was not pleased with Kefirchik when she decided to build a town like this. And then you see Classic with such thing, with no gaps in front line. And that's something. What about the bottom? So... a lot of pikemen here. Someone should really ping her about all of those. That's too many. That cannot be ignored. At least pikemen. Team is probably focused on some other stuff. A lot of pikemen and militias, but militias are not possible here to equip, so But those axes can be traded for sausages and maybe horses, but for horses she also needs some sword and iron shields. But well, they are gaining advantage. Why militia? Ой. Yeah, she is lost on the map. Oh, here is a lonely ranger! Boom! Unluck. Something Ghoul decided to pull all of the army above. Well, they see everything, but instead of and Ghoul decided to pull everyone, at least Igor, to the bottom. And he, with his army, I think he managed to at least pull them and hold them for some time, allowing his team to actually just destroy Classic here. Probably they see a part of what is going on in his town, so there is a fair thought that he is going to ruin his town himself. At least the second in is ready, but the best he can do is just destroy this one. Truly, destroy this one. And now Nikolai is deciding he's going to push. Because all of those towers are just empty without any recruits inside. Well, the situation is grim. What's still camping with any fixes. That was not my intention to fix it campiness. That's quite a good thing for 35 piece time actually. Okay, there is a catch with two vagabonds catching those pack of militias under all of those ranged units. They are doomed and they will die really soon, so they are entering the town. Seems like a completely GG here because of economical reasons and some yeah. That's completely what I understand, because I faced the same picture with my teammate Ifyushik, so yeah. But there's let us be honest, that's not a problem only in elf performance. Well, might be, but not only. You know, 3 out of 4 players in Ghoul's team managed to evolve. Ghoul is not a fan of evolution, so to say, and as you can see, he stopped development of his town on only 4 or 3 farms and so on. But you can see bowmen here and there for 3 players, and here we can see probably only Volk with something like that. Probably a little bit of Igor, but too late. Too late. Igor is spinning quite often. With no result. Okay. "23 crossbowmen. What can they do?" It's not about the late game player. That's just they failed. They all failed in the town evolution. Well, Igor is going to lose some X-bows here. Pikes. What about pikes? Pikes are going to die to those X-bows, but probably they will kill. Yeah, they will kill knights before that moment. So 2 towns are under attack, and not enough recruits here. Gold is blocked. You see this? Do you see this? So full metallurgists. Blocked story. No recruits. Defended. Well, nah, that's GG. Left team won. Team Ghoul is victorious here. No way to protect this. Everything was fine. Why you decided? Never mind. Why? I'm just kidding. Never mind. Well, they managed to protect Igor, by the way. Good game, though. Well, yeah, not bad. Not bad. There might be some kind of a sad story, you know, like a dystopian one. Well, the help is going to come in for both players. Well, I swear, this is trash. That's not Ghoul, that's trash. Maybe that's a mode of Ghoul because he's not nice Ghoul, but he's evil Ghoul here. Why store houses when you can make schools? GG was typed by Classic, which means GG. Well, not a bad game, but yeah, that's because, as you can see, left team is better in later on game development. Not without mistakes. For example, this was meh, and still, as you can see, the biggest amount of arms they have is 6. But that's still better than what right team showed us. Knights are good units, you know. Well, unfortunately. Knights are good units. Well, yeah, all of those are too familiar to me. But GG anyway, so after the tournament restart, this is the first game, so the first victory to Team Ghoul. The only lazy team who decided not to change their name, because Team Ghoul stands for TG, so why not? But free in a boat, to say nothing of the wolf. They still have a lot of chances to show themselves. Everything was not that bad, I must say. Quite the opposite, and Igor showed quite decent performance. So I think that we are probably playing the same as they do. Well, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Some more games are going to be later. Don't know exactly when. Probably tomorrow. There should be a game between Trash and Dima team. Crew in wet pantyhose and not easy, guys. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Probably. Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to watch a replay. What am I actually doing? Yeah, I'm a lazy ass. A lazy ass. Because you just know, I just felt those vibes of that everything is decided, but actually everything wasn't that clear during the game. So let us see. And yes, some bets. So Team Ghoul, Blue are victorious. Wait a moment, Ritter is not doomed, he won the bets. No way. No way. So, here comes the first fight. And yeah, Classic is completely not ready here. Because his army for this moment is like mech plus brach. And no towers, I mean towers are ready, but no recruits in them, and sometimes no stones, and that's like XD moment. But somehow he managed to kill a lot of pikes because he decided to move here with his pikes, and militias are behind. And he managed to survive without huge losses in his town. Well, really huge. But two players came here to save him, and they managed. But here Baron Ghoul decided to push as an answer. So Volk is trying to flee as much as possible, and he is successful. Well, that was nice. So he managed to equip some reinforcements here and kill probably the half of pack. Of reinforcement pack. I mean, X-bow pack. Holy moly. So here came the catch. So he decided to fight somehow here. Well, that was not that bad after all. He managed to kill a lot of units. And save some X-bows. So that was not fair trade, but 10 units gap is not a disaster. When you play 1 versus 2. While guys from above, they have something like, yeah, this. And they... Well, okay, never mind. So, after that, everything is chilly on top, and here... Just 8 kills of citizens. I think I saw all the economic aspects of this game. Economical aspects. So I probably should focus on fighting and sneaky attacks here. So here comes Volk. How many pigeons he managed to kill? Okay, that's funny.
Ура, победа, победа, ура, победа.
Yeah, congratulations, Ghoul. That was an interesting game. Which you actually won because of economic reasons. Fights were like meh. Yeah, of course. What did you expect from this game? From this map? This map is quite campy, and for long games. with low amount of resources, which is quite interesting combination, I think. Here I thought that actually they are so numerous that they can just push them, but... Не хочется. Куль, ну ты же сам говорил, мы, как ты там сказал, мы эти ваши аспекты драфтов не знаем. Ну вот тебе и остался Токсик или Horizon на выбор. А как же так вышло? Как же так вышло? Вот так вот. So here's some kind of truth. Nothing is happening. But at some moment I thought that that might be a good attack for Igor and Nikolai on the top map. Well, this one is meh still anyway, because this passage is really narrow, so they don't use this space anyhow. And here you can see this huge pack of X-bows, and militias just cannot reach them. Because in normal conditions, in more open conditions, they are easy prey to those militias, but not here. Definitely not here. So yeah, here came the fight, so... Well, that was a nice trade actually for Nikolai here, because he traded his militias to pikemen. But that was nothing really critical for left team here, and they did it right to when they avoided further fight. So it's like 10 pikes or something like that to 13 militias, which is a good trade. Here, Igor could do some mess, but decided not to do that. And here they decided to push for some reason, and I don't know why. But I don't respect the whole decision here to actually retreat, because this passage is really good for protecting stuff. And Igor decided to do it right, because if they fight on this open space, they are doomed. And in these narrow passages, as you can see, Bara's X-bows are blocking his militias. 32 militias just don't know what to do because of those passages combined with X-bows standing here, so they decided to go to bottom, and bottom is dead already, and mech plus brach. What can I say? While top is still standing, but yeah, here they cut to some kind of an ambush, if I remember correctly. So this is okay, and what is going to be here? Because something went here wrong, completely wrong, for the right team. So yeah, they decided to go to the bottom, and they were caught by those packs, because a lot of pikes and X-bows here are on units, and they are killing those militias without almost any trades. But there are a lot of swords here, and those pings was probably to Nikolai to focus them, but they were too late, so sword managed to survive and kill everything on the bottom. This is a meme moment, but never mind. Yeah, finally they managed to come somehow to the open space after all of those. Let us watch this moment once again. Just because they ran out of infantries, so they retreated. Finally, militia found some free space, but that was too late, so they, well, lost some, but managed to escape. And after that, their push potential is, well, those militias, but the way Bara utilized them was meh. So yes, they pulled their, Team Wolf pulled all of their army to the bottom, so they lost top, and here Igor is retreating. But they tried to push bottom as far as possible, but oh, I missed this part, but okay. But yeah, they saved this this one. As for push, let me check this push. So everything is okay here for now, and okay, I've got this one. So he just took a part of army before that attack here, to empty towers and to enter the city. So those events, they were at the same time. Yeah, that's a lot of casualties here. Pikes are dead. So he destroyed the storehouse to protect his town. Because that's... okay, that was earlier, sorry. That was done previously. So yeah, they fought well here and here, but they lost because of economical reasons. Here they were even weaker and then began to be more powerful, but then Team Ghoul managed to level things up. Leveled out, so to say. Yeah, and something happened here, and I don't know what exactly. They decided that this is a vulnerable position. Am I right? Well, it seems so. But actually, a lot of expos. And those are quite far away. Yeah. That's a false start, you know. A lot of swordsmen will just die. And those are shooting to the pikes, not here to support all of those stuff. And here Elf just got lost. Here and there, she didn't know what to do and she fed her army. Yeah, that was not a great execution. The idea was probably not that bad, but swords in front of X-bows, that was not nice. And here Igor wasn't ready with his X-bows to shoot immediately, so it took him a while. And after that fight, well, nothing interesting to see. They were already dead. Worse eco and worse army on the battlefield right now. So yeah, that's the analysis. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Now I'm going offline. See you later.